So this little video is gonna show you a bit where the FIDA pages currently are with regards to development. It's not gonna be a flashy video so it's just gonna be very rough and show you quickly what we've done so far. And it's for those that have a strong interest in the FIDA pages and what we're up to. So enjoy. So as you can see, I'm navigating the site as Mr. Michael Cameron now. He's also known as Ford Prefect, top journalist in FID, and of course he's also the unofficial FIDA president for the English FIDA at the moment. Michael, just as anyone, can navigate the FIDA menus like this. You have the continental FIDAs here. Beneath that you have the national FIDAs, and at the top there's Michael's membership with the English FIDA, so it's easily accessible for him. But of course he can scroll down and see any FIDA that he would like to navigate to, like Brazil for instance here. There's also another way of navigating the FIDAs. You have this menu where you can see all the FIDAs in a bigger picture, still having your own memberships at the top. So in this example I'm navigating to the Italian FIDA, where I can see more about the FIDA and about the country itself. Now, bits and pieces are not displayed correctly here, but that's of course to be expected at this point of development. Let's have a look at the FIDA menu now. We have the main page, we have the news and awards page, we have the competition page, which will be hidden in the first version. We have the members area, where forum and polls will be, and we have of course the internal FIDA pages where the representatives of the FIDA will be working. This is the main page. It's going to be a lot more information on this page later. We're building this functionality from the back to the front, so it's going to become more visible the more we develop. Now let's have a look at Michael's message that's just appeared in his inbox. It congratulates him to have been offered a position at the English FIDA. He clicks on the link and he gets information about what the position is all about. President at English FIDA, it says, and he accepts, of course, humbly this position. And as soon as he's done so, he will have access to the English FIDA pages, the internal FIDA pages, where all of the FIDA organization tools are located. This is really where we've spent a lot of time so far working on, for example, what you see in front of you here, the pending actions area, where we handle verification, action verification, the history of every action, and of course how to maintain where it's maintainable, the organization is maintainable. There's a members page where all the members are listed and maintained. We have a communication page, you'll see that later, forums for internal FIDA work, and of course competitions and national teams that will come in a future version. So first thing for Michael to do is to, of course, to establish his organization. He needs a new partner in crime, I guess. So let's say he's going to invite Barry, a random friend, as his vice president, I say. First step is to get someone into the team that he can work together with. So he enters the role, vice president, decides what user access Barry should have. Doesn't give him the award, as you can see, award functionality, since we all know that Barry would only give himself all the awards. But he's given the polls, the communication, and the forum mod user access. So yes, he wants to send this invitation off to Barry, but in this case here is required to, as you can see here, this action is now placed in the pending as a status pending, and it requires someone else to go and verify this action for him. Of course, in the beginning Michael is on his own, so he'll have to turn to eFIDA, international FIDA, or admins for help, of course. So here I am as FID admin 1 now, moving over to help Michael out with this action. So I'm going to the internal FIDA, where I can see and act and help him with his pending action. So I can see information about what this action is all about, and I can verify this by clicking this verification icon. As you can see, this action has now changed status to done, and by clicking the verification link I can see who performed the verification and at what time. This of course being an important part of the whole control system behind FIDA. Now here's Barry. He's just gotten a message himself where he's then offered the position as a vice president, as we saw earlier. So he goes directly straight to work. Usually that's Barry's way of doing it. As you can see here now, Barry is displayed as a FIDA representative for the English FIDA. I'll show you this feature where you can change the FIDA logo for a specific FIDA. So in this case you have just selected an English FIDA icon and logo and added it. So let's look at the communication tool in which we've developed further. There we have three main components. The greeting message, as you see here. We have newsletter sending and mass message sending. So let's start with the greeting message. It's the message that every new English user will receive when he signs up to the game. So it's a bunch of hints basically. But as you can see here, it's the action is added to the pending list, so it means it needs to be verified by someone else in the organization. In this case that would be Michael Cameron then, since he's the only guy in the organization except for Barry. So we're moving over to Michael Cameron. He's opening up the control room, as we call it. You can see that it's a pending action. He can view it and see what changes Barry's done. He's also able to add a comment. In this case he'd add a comment saying that you need to add some more details about how to find a team, for example. But let's move forward and just look at what happens if anyone can of course read this comment and make changes, and then when it's fine then they will go and verify this action. Verifying it of course then activates the changes. As you can see here, it's done and it's been added. We've implemented quite a flexible system for controlling this, so we can decide how many national FIDA representatives need to verify certain actions, and of course if there's also verification needed from international or continental FIDA. So let's have a look at some other of these communication features. For example, the newsletter feature here. It's a newsletter can be sent out to all members of that FIDA. So yeah, newsletter March 2012. For example, I'll just give you a bit of quick run through on this. So mass message feature is another feature where FIDA can actually specify a filter to decide, for example, to contact all managers in a specific league, like I will do here. I'm selecting managers, I'm selecting specific league, and I'm selecting, for example, to be England. Maybe it's an important poll that needs highlighting to all the managers. Well, I think that's a bit of a showdown on how far we've come so far, so to say. And this is the first version is going to then contain more about news, press releases, displaying news. We're gonna have forums and of course poll functionality in order to be able to vote for presidents, etc. So all of these things are still left to be developed, and we are very certain that we will at least be able to deploy these version 1 of FIDA pages in this new season that starts now. So the time plan as it looks now is that we'll have it finished end of May, Let's see if we can keep that time plan or not. It's at least it's how it looks right this minute. And then we'll try to keep the community more updated and better updated than we've done in the past. Hope this made some people happy out there to see some things, not think that we're just sitting here rolling our thumbs. See ya!